It's Argentina's final friendly before the start of the World Cup. Lionel Messi doesn't start for the defending champions. They've been very aware. Against Iceland, live here on ESPN.
The world champions make their strikers to go up against tonight. So primarily number 9, Ori Oscarson, who's really caught the eye in Spain.
I'm sure Argentina would argue that when you play 3.5 years worth of qualifiers in CONMEBOL, that is as competitive as it gets. But point taken. And oh, by the way, I said that Valentin Barco perhaps may struggle with his size and the physicality of the game. He decides, you know what, I'll just go in a 2-footed challenge and prove you wrong.
It's almost like he was listening, Ali. Well, the upshot is the free kick here, which it's almost like he was listening, Ali. Well, the upshot is the free kick here, which Gudmundsson is standing over. Johannesson as well. And it's Gudmundsson who takes it and didn't clear the first defender. I'm not sure Barco, who's everywhere at the moment, isn't he? I'm sure he was the full 10 yards. And certainly feeling the effects. This is club football in Italy with Genoa. Medina in at left back tonight.
Gets him with a chicken wing.
Things ugly to get their way through the knockout rounds of that tournament. Even beating Brazil, remember it well.
This World Cup, that sort of situation in which you have that moment of magic for Lionel Messi, but how much magic will we see? Not quite sure.
Yeah.
And yeah, let's get excited. Lionel Messi.
Yeah. You sure it's not Enzo Fernandez that they're cheering?
No, nor is it Cristian Romero either.
There's Lisandro Martinez, Manchester United man at the back who had an injury-racked campaign but is fit at the right time. Here's an opportunity for Simeone, and the shot in the end right at Olafsson. Simeone was perhaps the most dangerous attacking threat at times, and that's in a team with Julian Alvarez in it.
And assuming, of course, that Lionel Messi is on the field. Oh, good Lord.
Yeah. Cheap giveaway. Can Argentina exploit it? Nice ball over the top. Good goalkeeping in the end by Olafsson. Needed to be. Yes, Nico Paz got on the end of this.
How many of these turnovers have we seen from Iceland? There's good ball in behind from Valentin Barco, Nico Paz, willing runner, and Olafsson makes this save squarely with his nose. Takes it up the face. What do I know?
Still Argentina, a goal to the good, thanks to that man. Valentin Barco puts in another rambunctious challenge, shall we say? And now he's going to be booked.
It's a side note. Was there not a bigger uniform for the referee today? He's wearing the Schmiede. Valentin Barco once again late. He was late on the 2-footed challenge earlier on. It comes again with a out of control.
Barco once again late. He was late on the 2-footed challenge earlier on. It comes again with a out of control. I'm sure for both sets of players, they have been training in the facilities of Auburn University. They'll probably think to themselves, shots all on the ground. Yeah. The first teams to pencil their names in for World Cup 2026. Here they are trying to put a cap on their first half display. Nico Paz has been driven a little wide ultimately. It's a position that promised much and delivered very little there for Argentina. That should just about do it for this first half, and indeed at the half-time whistle sounds. If it's a 45 minutes, you can easily sum up, Ali, but Argentina lead by a goal to nil thanks to Valentin Barco. First 22-23 minutes for Argentina, very good, very active, engaged. The last 22-23 minutes, forgettable from both teams. Started with third place at Copa America in 2019, then won it. The next two editions. There is his team on the prowl again, looking for a second. Spot by Simeone to tee it up. Is there an end product? Enzo Fernandez trying to provide one, but Olafsson narrowing down the angle, and Iceland able to breathe again.
The way you can find the center four, in this case, Lautaro Martinez, although his movement wasn't the best inside 18-yard box, he's putting his hands down like, give it to my feet. But if you move, you can actually find the tapping of the back post.
Cassini was number 9 for Iceland, grabbed a couple of goals against Canada in March. Iceland with an incredible 2-2 draw now. The French was provided by Argentina on the break. Oh, and Nico passes ball across, just eluding Lautaro at full stretch.
Well, starts with the two center backs from Iceland challenging for the same ball. Now they get themselves out of position. Nico pass takes a good first step forward. Now he's going to find Lautaro Martinez. It's a pass that needs to be completed with the right pace. And if it is completed with the right pace, it's a tapping from right down the range.
By FIFA in the world. After Honduras last week, the previous games against Zambia, Mauritania, Angola, Puerto Rico, and Venezuela, Ali, in that category.
That's a category.
There's the shot that's on. Oh, and that's packed a punch for sure. Thought they had an equaliser.
It's all too easy. This is concerned for Argentina. It's all too easy how
Long diagonal ball right on the money for Simeone, who slips it through. Opportunity perhaps for Lautaro. And back off the post. Lautaro Martinez teeing it up. And it looked, quite frankly, easier to score, Alec, but
it all starts with Lautaro Martinez and the contact with Magnuson, the defender. They're running together, and then as he tries to run in behind, seems to stop on Magnuson, which then frees up Lautaro Martinez. He makes a correct decision, puts it onto the pass of Alexis McAllister, and to your point, should have scored. Almost too relaxed, almost too comfortable. Should have scored. Does not, still 1-0.
That's two really big misses we've seen at that end of the field. There's an instant booking is handed out there and a little bit of a flare-up. McAllister was the man down. Johannesson in the eye of the storm for Iceland. The FC Corn man.
I think it's a foul. Fine. I don't know why we're making such a big deal out of this. Yes, makes contact with the back of the leg of Alexis McAllister, and then everybody gets push and a shove and a push and a shove, and what are we doing?
Well, Scaloni has been a little out, hasn't he, by some of the suggestions that it's Massi that's running this team. He went to great lengths in the press conference to rubbish those rumours from the Spanish press mainly, but Messi is on, and it's cap number 199 for him. It's one of those Argentina switches, and here he is getting his first touch and getting involved immediately, and setting it up, and the little clip goes just wide from Lautaro, but is it a penalty? The referee has pointed to the spot.
Back line of icing all over the place, someone stepping, and then you have the right back just keeping everybody on side. It's a good ball from Lionel Messi, as you would expect. And Lautaro Martinez tries to go with an attempt over the goalkeeper off, so he comes out of his goal somewhat out of control, thinking that he's going to have to make a save, does not make the contact that he would run on Lautaro Martinez. He's late, and the sliding challenge takes him down. Foul, and now the opportunity for Lionel Messi and for his fans to enjoy Lionel Messi scoring a goal.
More than a minute or two after coming on the pitch, he opens things up for Lautaro Martinez to win the penalty, and now Messi trying to take advantage against Iceland. Slotted home with consummate ease. Ironically, just like he couldn't do against them at the World Cup in 2018, but this is goal number 117 for number 10. So he's on the field for a minute, puts the ball behind, and it is that contact that leg outstretched from Austin, unlike that of Martinez. Lionel Messi, a slow run up, hoping and waiting that the goalkeeper's going to move. He doesn't, so then decides to go with a little bit more power. Oh, some full strikes can't quite get there. Good execution from
Lionel Messi, 2-0, Argentina.
This is only the 10th time they've played South American opponents. Iceland, they only have 2 wins. Now, referee reaching for another card and another yellow.
I don't even think this is a foul, to be honest with you. Lautaro Martinez wins the ball. Wins the ball. If you cannot make this sort of challenge and very clear, Adrian, I don't know, maybe it's the tight uniform the referee's got on. He's got to blow that whistle quick.
Certainly the bar has been set pretty low for what constitutes a foul and what constitutes a yellow card, apparently. So the card count rising in this friendly. Oh, it's careless. It's Oscarson who's picked it up, and a chance. Didn't quite break their way. Now another yellow card coming out. Just Almada is the player in the end of the challenge this time.
The argument that Rodrigo de Paul is trying to make to the Icelandic players is, look.
Medina. Nicely done. Enzo Fernandez is the beneficiary. Oh, and he's done really well to dribble through a couple of challenges. Messi on the prowl. Needs an outlet. One arriving. Magnuson with the giveaway. It's a gift. Iceland have only ever beaten 2 South American nations, Ali. You knew I was going to mention this, didn't you? They beat Bolivia 1-0 in the build-up to the '94 World Cup. Bolivia's only appearance as Messi threatens to break through. This time the whistle sounds. And there's also the small matter of a 1-0 win against the Vino Tinto of Venezuela back in 2022. Here's Messi with the free kick, bending it in, and sliding in to meet it. Really nice delivery for Christian Romero to try and get on the end of.
Pretty sure that Christian Romero was in an offside position.
Kingo of Reykjavik. After a glorious career that took in the likes of Spurs, Everton and Swansea in the Premier League. Good looking free kick, and well, an open header, a wide open header for Gunnarsson.
Almost too open. Good service from Sigurdsson. He just tries to do too much with the header. Giving the full Viking treatment to this thing.
The crowd getting what they came for. Not just an appearance, but a goal from Lionel Messi. Argentina just trying to ease their way through the final minutes of preparation here before the World Cup gets underway in earnest in a week's time. Here's Messi sliding it through again, surely, and it is number 3. Beautiful finish in the end from Almada, and it was so well worked as the Iceland defence just melted.
You want to repeat that, Adrian, because he was cute. And they did melt. Now the initial option was to find Lautaro Martinez. Rodrigo de Paul says, let me just give it to Lionel Messi, he'll figure it out. But Rodrigo de Paul, more importantly, he continued his movement, he continued his running behind, and Thiago Almada also then became a presence inside the 18-yard box, while Lautaro Martinez drifted towards the far post. Almada covers the space in the middle, good layoff from Rodrigo de Paul, tapping from my kind of range. 3-0, Argentina. And it's a chance.
Very hard indeed, wasn't it? But that is that. It is next stop Kansas City for Lionel Messi and company. Comfortable 3-0 win here against Iceland, the perfect preparation for a week's time in Algeria next, as Lionel Scaloni and his troops will begin the defence of their World Cup trophy won so thrillingly in Qatar 4 years ago. Ali.